lost in the sand on a beach I won't name, but it reads like a psalm from a book that I knew. And deep in the night, in a bearing of stars, I saw her cross from the side of my view. She was sturdy in build, though her fashion was slim, and she smiled like the wind when it blows from the hills. And she stood very still while I gazed at her face, and her eyes were the color of music that thrills. She reached for my hand, and she melted like ice, and her lips were the shade of Paris at dawn, and she led me along a path of fine pearls, and her words were what Kafka had drawn. "It's always been you," she said to my grin. "You leave me alone when I need you the most. You wear me like joy, and you count how I feel, and you haunt like a carousel ghost." And indeed up ahead was a horse made of pine, who moved in a circle that burned in a dream. He was the color of sunset in an old piece of film, and his eyes were noble and clean. And I hopped on his back with her leaning in close, and we galloped ahead to the north of the moon, to the lost side of heaven, beyond the night's gate, and she loved me east of the dune. And now when I think of that night in the mist, when I feel her hands trace stars on my back, with the wind in my face and the smell of the pine, my eyes fade slowly to black. And then I am young, on a beach I can't name, and it reads like a psalm from a book that I knew, and deep in the night, in a bearing of stars, I see her cross from the side of my view, and then I ignite like the stride of a steed that's blistered with paint and colored with fright, and I touch her face and the love that she sings as the carousel runs through the night. Round and round we go. We live, we love, we lose, and then we live again.